Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Red Group for the Mother's Day online market. I'm Alison, and I'm here to show you how to cook a layered chicken dinner in the Thermomix. I'm a bit later than I'd hoped to be. I'd hoped to get this on about 5, but we're still going to have enough time to be able to go through everything and see the end result before the end of my demonstration today. So when we get started and turn our Thermomix on, we'll come up to the basic screen, which is for manual cooking. I'll slide across to the right, then it brings us up with Cookie Do. If I go to the 3 icons up the top, it lets us bring up my recipes my week recently cooked. So I'll go into my week. So this is great for meal planning, and I've been able to add my layered chicken dinner. So we push on the button, and then it's as simple as going start cooking. So first instruction is place a whole chicken into Varoma dish and fill cavity. So the Varoma dish is our piece on top. Comes with a lid, a tray, and our Varoma dish. So I'll pass that off to you, Maddie. Just behind somewhere. Then we get our whole chicken, which I'm going to place into our Varoma dish. So, and then it says to fill the chicken cavity with lemon, flesh only, 2 garlic cloves, and sprigs of rosemary, the leaves only. So I'm not going to use the lemon today, but I've got my garlic, which we'll put up inside, and then our rosemary, which I'll take the stalks off. And again, we'll put it inside. So for this dish, I've pre-prepared all the veggies, chopped them up to try and make it a bit quicker. But I guess, as with everything, life, it gets busy. And doing an online market that I haven't done before, I was responding to comments, so I do apologise for anyone who's probably commented in the last half hour or so. I'm not ignoring you, but I was trying to organise all the veggies so that I could get on and show you a live cooking experience with the Varoma, because a lot of people wonder about how the Varoma works and can it be used for large families. So this is an all-in-one dish, which is absolutely great. So then we'll get the rest of our rosemary and stick it up inside the chicken. And then we go next. So we're going to put the Varoma aside. So I'll put the lid on it, and I've got the tray underneath it just in case it leaks, and I'll put it up here behind us on the basket, which also comes with our Thermomix. Next, we want the lemon zest, which we're not using, our sprigs of parsley, which I got here freshly picked from the garden. So we don't put the stems in, but the stems are great to keep in any of your veggie scraps for making your vegetable paste or any of your paste, so chicken stock, veggie stock, beef stock. They all use leftover veggie, so it's great at giving your veggies another chance when they're starting to look a bit wilted and sorry for themselves. Next, did I mix something? No, lemon and parsley. So now put our lid on, and our measuring cup. Next. And it's going to blitz it for 20 seconds. Because we only had parsley in there, we aren't going to need to blitz it for the full 20 seconds. But if I take the lid off, I can show you it started to blitz the parsley. The light's not the best out here tonight. So scrape down the sides of the bowl. And we'll get our paprika. Tablespoon of salt. to the side. Now we're going to insert our lid again. So this time it's going to be 10 seconds on the speed 9. Hi Heather, thanks for tuning in. For those others that are watching live, I'd really love to know who is watching me. If you can just add a comment to say hi and who you are, where you're from, any information you've got, whether or not this is your first Thermomix experience or not, I would love to find out. All right, so now we're taking our lid off and we've got to get our chicken back because we're going to rub the mixture that we just made over our chicken. So scrape the sides. And I'll use our spatula, which comes with your Thermomix, to scrub it over our chicken. So I will admit this is the first time I've tried this recipe, so I'm completely unprepared and not sure how it's going to work out. So let's have some fun and cook some dinner and show you how easy it is. All right. Now I'm going to put my chicken back up there until we get to it. So next step is we don't want to rinse the bowl. We want to add leek. Today, because I've got my kids eating the pumpkin soup, I won't be adding leek, so I'm going to add a bit of extra carrot. Now we want 2 garlic cloves. And because we're not adding leek, we're just going to add the garlic. In 3 seconds, I'm going to blitz our garlic up. Hi, Zayden, how are you? So that's 2. So who are the other 2 watching? I'd really love to know who you are. So I can feel like we're having a bit of a chat and I'm not sitting here talking to myself. You don't have to be shy. Even if all you do is just say hi, that would be fantastic. So now I'll take the lid off, scrape down the side of our bowl. Next, we're going to add our olive oil. So reset our scales and then 30 grams. So the Thermomix is great because if you don't have an ingredient, you're able to substitute it and skip it with something else. So now we've got 3 minutes that we're going to saute our garlic. Oh, you're saying there's a glitch, Heather. Have we cut out? If the video does cut out, I will be uploading it live or the recording at the end, so you will be able to watch and ask any questions. Sometimes the internet does appear to want to be unstable and cut itself in and out, but hopefully it will come back. It still says that I'm recording and that there are 3 people watching at the moment. So we seem to be fluctuating between 3 and 5, which is brilliant because that's actually the ideal number that we want if we're going to have a cooking experience. So up until recent events and our lives all changing and not being able to socialise and requiring isolation, I used to love doing cooking experiences, coming into your house and cooking for 2 or 3 of your friends, showing you a different recipe. We do have some standards that we like to cook, such as Brazilian cheese puffs or the pizza bianca, which is absolutely delicious. And one of the favourites for the kids, I must admit, is the fruity dream. But we can certainly cook whatever suits you and your family to give you an idea what's happening with the Thermomix and how it could benefit you and your family. So now, as I said, we have gone virtual. So I am still doing cook experience, but I'm doing virtual like I am now. So I'll be at my home with the Thermomix. Hi, Ash. That's great. Thanks for letting me know that you can see me as well. It may not have been my computer. It might not be Heather's, but hopefully Heather will be back soon. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, back to doing the cook experiences. Instead of doing them live in person and coming to your house, which sometimes people don't like because they feel like they've got to clean up, we now do it virtually. So you can sit at home in your PJs with a glass of wine. I can sit at home. You can get a few friends together, also at home, and we all sit around, have a chat like we're doing now, and cook a meal. The biggest downside, I guess, with virtual is you guys don't get to see the smells and the tastes of the food. So hopefully it'll be before long we will be able to actually come back and cook in your house so you can taste the food that we are cooking. So we've got 45 seconds left. So if anyone does have the older models of a Thermomix, whether or not it be a TM31 or TM5, this is the newest model, the TM6, and it's got a high heat function which allows us to saute. So at the moment it is sauteing. It's something that we can't do unless it's in a guided recipe. So it's one of the safety features I think Thermomix and Vorwerk have actually built into Thermomix to keep us safe. So they won't allow you to manually saute your onions. And as I said, with the different models, they've certainly upgraded them and changed them to make them safer for everyone. So you'll notice here, while we're cooking, the arms are actually locked in. So the lid can't be removed at all while we're cooking. You'll also notice that you might not be able to see it on your screen, but there's red indicator lights. This is indicating that the silver Thermomix bowl is hot. So it's got that visual reminder. All right, next. So now you can see all the steam that's coming up. So with the lid, especially if you're cooking hot stuff, it's always best to tilt the lid forward so the steam all escapes behind, or to the side away from you so you don't give yourself a facial. So now we'll take that off, reset our scales, we'll add our butternut pumpkin. I may have a bit extra pumpkin, which is if the case, I will end up just adding it anyway, because there's no point in wasting just a little bit of pumpkin. We've got 87 grams over, so I'd much rather be able to put the extra 87 grams in and add it to our soup than it going to waste. Right, now we want our 950 grams of water. A bit over. That's okay. Next, now it's asking us to place the Varoma with chicken on the lid. So we now take our measuring cup out, and we're going to get our Varoma in, and it will sit on our Thermomix. So now you see that we're able to do multi-level cooking with the Thermomix. We've got a pumpkin soup that's going to be made in the bottom, whilst up the top we have our chicken. Okay, next. So now it's going to sit for 55 minutes on speed 1 at Varoma. So I guess the great thing about the Thermomix is I can now walk away. I've got my pumpkin soup being made and I've got my chicken steaming in the Varoma, and I don't have to watch it. So instead of being in the kitchen, I've now got 55 minutes to go and spend time with my kids and get ready for dinner and respond to your post. So I guess that's one of the beautiful things with the Thermomix now, is that you don't have to sit and stand in the kitchen. You're able to set it, program a dish that you want to make, and walk away. Just saying hi to those new people who have jumped in live. It's great to see you. If you can just give me a hi, that would be great, just to make sure you're actually getting video come through, as we've had a few that have had some issues. As of cooking is going to now take 55 minutes, I'm going to jump off the live and respond to any messages that anyone has sent or any questions. So definitely please feel free to send me any questions. And once we finish the 55 minutes cooking, which will be just before 7, I'll jump back on and to show you the next stage of our Thermomix chicken dinner. Because currently, I'm not sure if you can see, it gives us how many steps are in our meal. So we're currently at 25 of 58. So we've got a bit more to do, which we'll do once we come back after our pumpkin is cooked and our chicken is steamed. But thank you very much for joining me on this live, and I look forward to chatting to you more and answering any questions you have. All right, enjoy your night, and I hope you'll organise your own dinner and kids are behaving after the first day of new schooling. All right, I'll see you all shortly. Bye. Welcome back. I don't know how you're finding technology at the moment, but it's causing me some trouble. Another video that I'd made with our carrot soup hasn't wanted to upload, so I'll have to upload it after we finish our layered chicken dinner. We've come back. Our 55 minutes are up. As we can see, our machine has beeped. Now we go next. Taking off our chicken, and I'll move it over to the side. Reset. Now we're going to add our potatoes. And our potatoes are chopped up so we can add them straight through the lid of our measuring cup. So I guess the measuring cup's a good gauge as to how big ingredients can be and need to be chopped up before they can go in. Right, now we're adding carrots. We're adding extra carrots because we didn't add the leek earlier. So we'll go up. Then next. Oh, we meant to put our carrots and potato around our chicken. Oh well. Now we're going to put our Varoma back on. And we're going to go off and cook for another 15 minutes now. So I've just had a message pop up. Just let me see what it wasn't a message, sorry. So that's our multi-layer cooking. So now we've got our chicken in the top. Well, our potatoes and carrots have now been added to our pumpkin soup, but they should have gone around our chicken in the Varoma dish. But you can add other vegetables to the Varoma dish if you like. And hi, I can see I've got 4 people watching me again. That's awesome. Just say hi, let me know who you are. And if you've got any questions while we're live, I'd love to be able to answer some questions about the Thermomix or any questions you might have about myself while we are live. Because I'm not sure about you, but I know today's been a bit of a challenging day for me. I've been stuck at home with 3 kids and trying to adapt to back to school. For us, it's been nearly 7 weeks that we've been in self-isolation because our youngest, who's 3 on Friday, has got lung issues. So we've been in isolation for a fair amount of time, not being able to see anyone, not have any real face-to-face conversations. So I guess it'd be lovely to have a chat if anyone has got any questions. Again, I'm probably not going to hang around unless there's any comments or questions that anyone got for the next 15 minutes, talking about our chicken while it's cooking. I think I've covered most things on the website I will have covered. But I guess while we're waiting, I'll just go through our flip chart, which is what we'll do at a virtual cooking experience. So again, as I said, we'll say welcome. My name's Alison. I've been a Thermomix. Hey, Sinead, how are you? I've been a Thermomix consultant now since October. As some of you may have seen in my introductory video, I suffer from chronic PTSD. I've been out of the workforce since 2014, and mid last year I managed to get a casual position with QTAX, which got me out of the house, started building my confidence, and from there I realised that I needed to be able to do something for me rather than just being at home with my kids all day. And that's when the Thermomix opportunity came up. A friend had invited me over to her house for lunch because she wanted to experiment with cooking with the Thermomixes. They actually had 3 Thermomixes that they were using on the day, and we cooked a whole variety of dishes, including the Brazilian cheese puffs and fresh pasta, which was really amazing to watch and see and taste. Certainly nothing like store-bought pasta. So I decided from there to host my own cooking experiences so I could learn a little bit more about Thermomix, especially the TM6. And people might wonder, why did I want to know more if I've been a current owner of the TM31 for 10 years? About 2010 we bought ours when we were in New South Wales. The TM6, I guess, is unlike anything else I've seen, and quite often I get asked, how do you describe it? What does it do? And it is so hard to put it into words what the Thermomix can do, because it does. It replaces so many kitchen appliances. It has so many functions, so many features about what it can do, that the best way to actually see it is through a cooking class or Now it'll have to be a virtual cooking class until we're allowed to interact out of socialisation. So our next page is what's most important to you. I may not get replies now, but certainly later on and while we're talking, I'd love you to think about what's most important to you when it comes to food and cooking. Are you someone that wants to be healthy? Do you want simple meals, fast meals? Do you want to be creative or want to save money? Have a think about, like, it's 7 o'clock now. What's your kitchen been like in the last hour, 2 hours, having a cooked dinner? Have you got kids at home? Have you got a husband or are you by yourself? What does dinner time look like? I know my house has been absolute chaos tonight with the kids home. It's who's wanting sausages, and we were doing leftovers because I'm a bit slow with preparing our layered chicken dinner. I was hoping to have it ready for 7 o'clock, but I didn't actually start until 5, so we're a bit over time. So yeah, have a really think about what's important, and what's important to everyone is going to be so different and so unique. So there's nothing that's right, there's nothing that's wrong about what's important for you. For me, I needed something that was simple, that was going to help me get back into cooking, to being creative, that was very much step by step, like the Thermomix is with the next button. As I said, with PTSD, I'm not sure if many may be aware, but it has a massive impact on my cognitive function and my memory. So I get distracted really easy. I get sidetracked. Trying to follow a simple recipe where you've got ingredients on one side and instructions on the other and going back and forth, I get confused out. So quite often I'll make a meal and I will leave ingredients out or forget a step or add extras because I've forgotten where I was up to with the recipe. Whereas with the Thermomix, it doesn't do this. And if I get sidetracked, I don't have to worry about having burnt meals on the stove. Like the other day I was cooking dog mince and completely forgot I'd left it on. I'm lucky it was only on a low setting, but I came back and the whole bottom of the mince was completely burnt because it was something that I needed to stand over and continually watch. Whereas the Thermomix, I don't need to do that. I don't have to worry about having my kids in the kitchen, especially my youngest, who's 3, who, as some of you may see on other videos, he's absolutely determined and loves being able to help. So he gets in the way and doesn't understand things. So, all right. So Sinead said, the kitchen's been great. Cooked cottage pie and the Thermomix are making Anzac biscuits for dessert. That sounds delicious. I'd love to see photos of your cottage pie, Sinead, and your Anzac biscuits. Ash, honestly, cooking makes me feel sick with nerves. I feel like a chef. I live with a chef, so I'm super self-conscious about my cooking. He says any meal he doesn't have to cook immediately scores 5. Oh, wow. Is he around to watch this Thermomix demo with you then, Ash? Because he would probably love this. As I said, someone said to me the other day, if you can press next, you can cook with the Thermomix, because that's exactly what it is. It is a simple case of pressing next with all your guided cooking recipes. And the more that you use the Thermomix, the more confidence you get. One of the things I liked about it, and one of the reasons that I really enjoyed earning my Thermomix, was that they gave me a 7-day meal challenge when I joined. So for my first 7 days of owning the Thermomix, I had 21 recipes to try and cook. This made me use my Thermomix. They've also got the 28-day week or 28-day monthly challenges that are available. They're free for you to join. They're a great way to get involved and cook with the Thermomix because it's giving you ideas to use, so you don't have to think, what do I feel like today? Everything's there for you, the menu, the ingredients. You just go out and go shopping. Also with Cookie-Doo, I'm not sure if I mentioned, Cookie-Doo actually allows you, when using on your computer or phone as an app, to create your own shopping list. It allows you to meal plan, so you can sit at a recipe and add the recipe from Cookie-Doo that you want to cook for the week. Qualify for finance. One day you'll get one. All right. Have you heard? I'm not sure how long ago, Ash, it was that you looked at qualifying for finance, but currently Thermomix have a 36 months interest-free offer through Zip. If it's something you are interested in finding out about the finance, Ash, I can certainly help you with that. And instead of just applying through Zip, there's actually a special number to call to get Zip finance in relation to Thermomix, because they do look at the applications slightly different. And as I said, with the 36 months interest free, you can own a Thermomix for $16.26 a week. All right, so what's included? Everyone asks about the price. It is an investment of $2,269. But I can say that is all you will need to pay. Everything you see on this page, you get the smart connected Thermomix, you get the steamer bowl, which is great for your rice, your boiled eggs. You get your splash guard. You've got your base of the Thermomix, you've got your bowl, you've got the Varoma, and you can see I'm using the Varoma. You've got your butterfly whisk, so you can make your egg whites and meringues and whipped cream. You've got your spatula, and it's a specially designed spatula. It's actually got a lid and a guard. So when it asks you to add the spatula into a recipe, the spatula doesn't go down into the blade, so you don't have to worry about burning it. It also comes with the basic cookbook. And those who may have been around earlier would have seen that there's a bonus at the moment that you can get the Eat Well bundle, which is the everyday cookbook and the insulated server worth $185 as a bonus. Right, so let's start cooking. We've already cooked, and today some of you have been able to see some of the functions. Quite often I find that it'll take 2 or 3 times to see the Thermomix to fully understand sorry, I was just reading Ash's message. So, like me, it usually takes 2 or 3 cooking demonstrations, I would say, to be able to see and understand all the features and benefits of the Thermomix. What this is all about is it's about information. I'm not here to try and sell you a Thermomix. I want you to understand what it can do and how it could look for you in your kitchen. I want you to see some of the functions today. I have uploaded, there'll be another video with the carrot and coriander soup later, but on my page, Build Independence and Skills in the Kitchen, Alison Thermomix Consultant, I've got a lot of different videos on there making different things. So some of the things that the Thermomix can do is you're caramelising or you're sauteing, which we saw earlier with our onions. It's grinding, so it's great for making your own flour. So instead of having to buy store-bought flour, you can buy just your almonds or your rice and make your own flour from scratch. It whips, it mills, it braises, stews, grates. So again, it's great for grating cheese. A lot of people wonder, do I actually save money with the Thermomix? Yes, you save money with the Thermomix, but probably more importantly than saving money, and one of the things I really like about the Thermomix is you know what you're eating, you know what you're feeding to your family. You're able to remove all the additives and preservatives in food. Like Parmesan cheese is a great example. I don't know if anyone's actually looked at the back of a packet of Parmesan cheese. It has an anti-caking agent in there. The anti-caking agent in our cheese and grated cheese is to keep it so it's crumbly and fine and doesn't all stick together. But they've known that anti-caking agent can be linked to cancer. So being able to get just a big block of cheese and grate it yourself removes those additives and preservatives. And then I think Heather asked on one of my posts, is it great for intolerances? The Thermomix is brilliant for intolerances because it caters and gives you the opportunity to substitute ingredients and change ingredients to suit your needs. So now we'll get on to Cookie Dough. I have posted a video up already in relation to Cookie Dough. It's only a quick sample. So anyone who hasn't seen Cookie Dough, they do have a 30-day free trial. I highly recommend that you get on and subscribe for the 30 days. Then you can have a look at the various collections available. You can have a look at the recipes and get some ideas about what is actually able to be cooked in the Thermomix. After your 30-day free trial, if you bought a Thermomix, you do get a free 6-month subscription. After that, it's a $49 annual fee. And Cookie Dough can be used on all versions of Thermomix, whether it's a TM1, TM31, TM5, TM6. TM6 Cookie Dough is inbuilt, so you can search through the screen. You can search directly on your screen for Cookie Dough. TM5, it requires a cookie as an extra which sits onto the side, and you basically sync everything through the app to the cook key, which then allows you to access guided cooking on your Thermomix. The other thing we do, if you do have intolerances, designing a cooking experience specifically for you, your family and your needs is a great way to understand what the Thermomix can do. As I said, I make my own almond milk or my own coconut milk because I prefer over dairy milk or cow's milk. Again, it takes a few minutes and I've got fresh almond milk. It's got no preservatives and it's a lot more creamier than the store-bought. So designing your own cooking experience. As I said, we can do cooking experiences live these days. So if you have a consultant, I highly recommend you speak to someone local because I guess joining Thermomix or buying Thermomix, it's not just something you buy from the store, it's a journey. The consultant's here to help you, to guide you, to help inspire you, make sure you use the Thermomix and get the most out of it. All right. So again, this, I guess what I was saying before, it doesn't sell itself. We have cooking experiences. You get me with your Thermomix. I deliver, unpack, and get you cooking. And we offer cooking classes. Cooking classes are going virtual at the moment. I'll just interrupt because that's... So, all right, it's saying our chicken is cooked. Check chicken is cooked. So we've got to check our chicken is cooked. And I've never cooked a chicken in here, so I'm not quite sure how to do it. Just get a knife. Oh, wow. I wish you could see that. The juices are running absolutely clear and the chicken is so soft and tender. Right. Next. So now it's saying, so once you can remove roe and transfer chicken, potatoes and into a thermo serving bowl, a large bowl and cover it. So I'll just grab another thermo serve. Take one off and we put the lid underneath it to be able to catch any. Yeah, all the juices are running from our chicken. Not quite on the lid. I'll just move it over and there hopefully you can see the chicken. Just use the spatula and I'll put it in. So just put our chicken in the thermo serve and it's going to keep cool for us now. Move that out of the way. Next, insert measuring cup into bowl. So our spatula. So now it's going to make our soup. I'll just lift this out. So I'm not sure if you can see in there, our soup's all nice and creamy and golden. So we're going to add our lid to it. And now for 30 seconds, it's asking us to blend our soup together. So we'll just turn it around. If it's noisy, feel free to mute the machine at the moment while it's blending. All right, not a problem, Ash, completely understand that. If you want, I'm more than happy for you to send me a private message with your name and address and I can keep you updated on any other offers or specials that Thermomix do have for when the time may be right. So take that off. And now you can see we've made nice, thick, chunky pumpkin soup. All right. So now it's asking us to clean and dry the Thermomix to make our gravy. Given that it's nearly 7:30 tonight, we'll probably pass on making the gravy tonight, and I'll just finish off talking about our cooking experience. So again, as I said, we have cooking classes. So if you're interested in learning more about Thermomix, cooking classes are a great way to do it. A lot of cooking classes are being done online. Not a problem, Ash. I'll send you a message as well and fill you in or answer any other questions you might have. So cooking classes. So for anyone who is interested in attending a cooking class, on Friday, I'm sorry, Heather's just how much is the bowl size for soup? We have a large family and need a big amount. The bowl that comes with it, Heather, is 2.2 litres. So I've just made 2.2 litres of thick pumpkin soup, as well as having the barbecue chicken. And if I'd been more organised in the Varoma around the chicken, we would have been able to put extra potatoes, carrots, and other veggies for our dinner. But because I wasn't prepared and hadn't actually read the instructions beforehand, I added the extra pumpkin to the soup. So I think there's about a kilo of veggies in the soup to a litre, just under a litre of water. Yeah, so cooking classes, back to that, are a great idea. On Friday, I'm actually having a kids cooking class. So anyone who's got kids at home from school is more than welcome to jump onto my kids cooking class. I'm doing one at 10 a.m. live or via Zoom on Friday, which is more for Thermomix owners, but anyone's welcome to join. And then at 3 p.m. we are doing another kids cooking class, and this is for all the kids, whether you own a Thermomix or you don't own a Thermomix. If you've got a bowl and a spatula, come along and join us and make cupcakes for the kids. Friday's my youngest son's 3rd birthday, and obviously being in isolation, we're not able to get together with anyone, so we thought let's get together live on Zoom and put the kids together, our friends, cousins, family, and let's all make cupcakes together. Then everyone's able to enjoy some cake, and if they've got intolerances, they can make the cake to suit their needs and intolerances. We have cake, and then we'll all be able to sing happy birthday, and it'll certainly be a 3rd birthday to remember for him. I've created an event for it. If you want more details, I'm happy to send you those details as well. All right. Now, as I said, we're almost at the end of the presentation. What appeals to you most? As I said, some of you may have seen the first half of the video, some of you may have only joined in at the bottom half. What appeals to you most? Did you like that the Thermomix was able to cook a healthy meal? Was it that it was able to be simple? Heather, I think that you're amazed that the Thermomix would be able to feed your whole family, which I think from memory was 5 kids and 2 adults. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice as the light goes on. It was fast. Obviously, the soup was probably one of the longer recipes, taking about an hour, hour and a half for everything to be included. But the hour and a half, I didn't have to stand in the kitchen. I didn't have to stand on the stove. I was able to basically sit and let the Thermomix do its thing. So I've got back that time. It's creative. The number of recipes on Cookies do, 7,000. Don't know how long it would take me to cook 7,000 recipes, but I'm certainly a lot more creative and adventurous. It also saves money. Whether or not it's saving money in terms of being able to buy more raw products and then make food from scratch, such as almond milk or your almond flour. Or the other thing, especially with cookie dough, that I find it saves you money, there's a lot less wastage. Because when you've got things in the bottom of your crisper that are starting to look a bit bad, or you've bought things, you can just type in the zucchini, for example. Yes, 5 children, 2 adults. We need a workhorse of a machine. You'll certainly love the Thermomix, Heather, and I'd love to chat to you more about how we can help you get a Thermomix in your kitchen. Yeah, very much step-by-step, Ash, and simple. It is that. So, as I said, my 3 kids, I'm not sure if they saw my introduction video, are all on the autism spectrum. The 2-year-old absolutely loves the machine and tries to help. Both my, she's 8, sorry, 8 and 11-year-old are able to cook simple meals by themselves, following the step-by-step instructions, whether or not it be boiled rice or boiled eggs or porridge, or even one of our creations we made were lollipops. But she's able to follow the step-by-step instructions and make things herself. So she's building her confidence. And with Build Independence in the Kitchen, I've actually been working with a number of, or I guess you've got clients or customers that do have disabilities and special needs. We've been teaching them the basics. We've started with simple recipes. We've started meal planning, so adding recipes to our meal plan. We've been looking at what's in our pantry and what we can make with that. One of the customers in particular is on the autism spectrum, and I'm not, if anyone knows autism, children and adults on the autism spectrum are usually very literal and very rigid in their routine. So the young man I've been working with was very much, when we started with the Thermomix, everything had to be perfectly to the gram. He was hesitant to substitute ingredients in recipes. Now, after I think 5 weeks of cooking, he's starting to get more and more confident. He will substitute ingredients. So we'd been making bread, we'd made tiger rolls, we'd been making muesli bars, the number of things we've made. And even he'd gone in and started making a complex fish pie, which was something he would never have been able to do before the Thermomix. His family are completely grateful to the Thermomix because it's transformed their life and given them and their son a chance to be able to cook and feel independent and contribute more rather than struggling with cooking. So saving money. Again, what appeals to us is all going to be very, very different. So now, what options appeals to you most? As I said, the Thermomix is an investment of $2,260. My favourite option is the Earner Thermomix. So that's what I did. Basically, I started out on a 60-day program and it went 60 days. In that 60 days, I paid off my Thermomix. I had my refund deposited. I donated a spare bowl, as well as earning my business kit refunded and a knife set. The other option, or option 2, is payment plans. Through Zip Money, we have an easy 3 payment plan. First payment is $919, first up front, and a month later $700. A month after that is $700. Or we have one-off payments. And for the rest of the month of April, we actually have a 36-month interest-free deal. So, sorry. Through Zip Money, there is a code that we can supply you to SMS Thermomix, which means that you're registering for a Zip account for Thermomix. It's not just everyday expenses. And people are being able to prove, well, I'd say my 40-year-old might even be able to use this as it's simple and step-by-step. She can make us dinner one night. Definitely, Heather. And as I said, if it's something that you'd be interested in, I'm more than happy to help your daughter, because I have found that sometimes even the younger kids or the older kids, they don't want mum or dad to be telling them what to do. They're happy to have someone independent sit down and cook with them, and it's a bit of fun. So yeah, the Zip Pay is 36 months interest free at the moment, which works out to be 26 weeks. After that, at the end of 36 months interest free goes back. It goes back to our standard 24 months interest free offer, which is $23.69 a week. They're still very affordable, but to help spread out those payments, if you're able to and interested, getting it while you've got the 36 months interest free offer is highly recommended, because you also get that additional $185 bundle. So this is telling you some of the kitchen appliances that you replace in your kitchen. All right. And then we have our mix shop. These are accessories. Even if you don't own a Thermomix, you can go shopping at the mix shop. You'll find there are high quality kitchen products and appliances. I love how easy it is. My 10-year-old makes heaps of things and my 7-year-old super keen helping on this one. Yep. As I said, it is a great for the kids to can get involved. And it's a lot safer. I know some people are concerned about safety with Thermomix, but you'll notice it's nice and sturdy on the table. The jug doesn't pull out. The lid lifts up. It locks in when it's in use. There's only a small area that actually heats up and gets hot, so the chance of burning is limited. It's also got a measuring cup which sits in its lid. I'm not sure if anyone can see that, it's coming out. Whereas the old models actually had a lid, you'd pull out and fall out. So when you took the lid off, you'd have to be careful because it came off in 2 pieces. So I have put up details about the mix shop. Again, if you have a current consultant because you own a Thermomix, please respect them and the time they've given you on your Thermomix journey and add them as your consultant. If you don't have a Thermomix consultant, whether or not it's because you're new to the Thermomix journey or they're no longer a Thermomix consultant, I'd love to be able to help you out. As I said, I am based in Brisbane, Queensland. So if you're local, once face-to-face comes back, I can certainly do face-to-face cooking experience. But if you're not local, I can still help you out. I've been doing a number of cooking experiences online and via Zoom. So it's allowed us to reach customers a lot further. And the most important thing I would say about Thermomix is find a consultant you connect with. Find someone who's going to be part of your journey and you're happy to have that journey with them, because it's not a one-day event. The Thermomix consultant will be with you for the rest of your life while you have your Thermomix. And that's the end of our Thermomix presentation. I thank you all for joining in, and if you have any questions, definitely please ask. It is 7:30. I will try and upload the everyday cooking recipe, as well as a quick video I did this morning of making banana cake to show you some other uses. Some other uses of the Thermomix. All right, what's that, Heather? I definitely want to chat more. Not a problem, Heather. Once I finish the live and cleaned up, I will certainly send you a message and look forward to chatting to you more. Again, please reach out if you've got any questions. And as I said, I'm not here to sell today. I'm here to give you information. I'm here to share my passion and love for the Thermomix and how it's made my life so much simpler. A lot of people will say that it's hard convincing their significant others, which is actually what our forms say as one of the options. Do you want it now, or do you need to convince your significant other? Because it is an investment. My husband was a bit sceptical with the upgrade, but he was the one who wanted the TM31 when we bought it 10 years ago. So it is simple for everyone to use. It is simple for the whole family. And again, it's about having that discussion together. I'm happy to sit down and chat more, whether or not it be over Messenger, whether or not you want to have a video call through Messenger or Zoom. Or if you're interested, I'd love to host a virtual cooking experience for you and your friends. As I said, it's simple, sit back and watch. Or if you have a Thermomix, you can certainly cook along with me. A few other people have also asked about the different other products that can be made in the Thermomix, so I will be looking at running some more online cooking classes preparation for other products, probably towards the end of the month, early May, just in time for Mother's Day. But thank you so much for everyone for giving me your time today, tuning in. As I said, I know this is a bad time of the night, especially if you've got kids with everything else happening, but thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you listening to me and look forward to chatting to you more. Zayden said, thank God, you're amazing, Heather, best investment ever. Yeah, I agree, Heather. It certainly is the best investment. And if you join my page, Build Independence and Skills in the Kitchen, you'll see comments from other people who've done cooking experiences or own it, and feel free to ask them questions. But again, it's a journey, and I would love to be able to join you and your journey from owning a Thermomix, whether or not you currently own it and don't have a consultant and want someone else, or if you need a consultant, please feel free to reach out. As I said, I love to help, and quite often you'll find that my kids will get involved with this as well, especially the 3-year-old. He takes over the Thermomix. So it can be a lot of fun. And again, if anyone's interested, I'd love to see you come along to Friday's cupcake cooking class for the kids, which will be via Zoom, and the events on my page. Thanks very much. Have a great night. I'm going to go and finish my presentation for the day in the Mother's Day online group. Thanks, everyone.